Ooh. If you guys are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are not, you already know what to do. You know to spew, hit the like button, comment, hashtag one of your favorite Truth Gang hashtags in the comment section, hashtag Truth Gang, hashtag loyalty, hashtag royalty, hashtag tribe vibes, hashtag mask off, hashtag hair wraps on, hashtag all of those things. Okay, so yeah, I have some downloads and then also some updates, processes, and everything that's going on. I did take me some time off to evaluate and process my current situations. Federal law enforcement is involved in those situations. If you guys are here because you want to know what's going on with that situation, I'm not going to say too much on that because I feel like I should not say too much on that until everything, is everything with the investigation. But federal law enforcement has gotten involved and they have launched an investigation. Actually, it was already going on. Per the readings that I've been given, they've been watching for quite a while, but they actually did make contact. So I'm going to leave that as that. And then in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to go ahead and continue working and delivering my spiritual messages. And I will keep you guys posted on what's going on with this particular situation with me being this child, as well as the murder plot and all the other things that were going on in my life. But I'm excited to definitely have this situation brought to the attention of federal law enforcement. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into what I do. I'm going to keep working because I have kids to feed, I have mouths to feed. So I'm going to continue to push forward and with my spiritual work and my work while they do their investigation and while they do whatever they do. Yeah. And then I'll just keep you guys posted. So if you guys are here for that and you're not really into, like you weren't already a follower before then, this might be where you want to click off unless you want to just know more about me and what I do here spiritually. But so I had some downloads from the spirit. We're going to talk about some processes, and then I have some downloads from Papa Legba. They were actually from maybe the day before or the day after that this happened. You said congratulations. Thank you. I'm very proud. I'm very happy. Very, very happy that this is happening. So yes, it's a tribe. It's a tribe. Congratulations here. Okay. So I had some downloads that I didn't quite get to give to you guys all the way because, again, Papa Legba came and that he hit me with this shit, and it was just very shocking. Let me light me an incense. I'm going to go ahead and light that incense just for aromatherapy because it makes it easier for me to get back into the swing of things. It said, I am for you, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Thank you so much. I sure do appreciate it. I really do. Just the support in general. And when I tell y'all, when I can really give y'all some information, when I can really, really give y'all some information, y'all finna see how point a bitch really was. How on point a bitch really was. And they didn't tell me not to speak on it or anything. I'm just choosing not to speak on it. They didn't make me say I have to be quiet about nothing that's going on. But I would rather just be quiet about it. But when I'm able to, like, after everything's over, like, boy. Okay. I don't know how I have all these lighters, and I know these kids probably didn't, because they be lighting my incense sometimes. Okay, oh my God. All these lighters, and I can't find one lighter to light me an incense. Okay. Let me just grab me an incense, and then we're going to get into some downloads and see what Spirit has to say to the tribe. I did get Spirit number 244, 1133, and 1144. I've been seeing those a lot as well. But I didn't look those up because I've been doing other shit. I've been busy. But I do have those downloads that I didn't get to give because I went into like shock because of the situation. So I'm going to go give those. They also wanted me to talk about like the process with my Ori, my higher self, like the relationship that I have with my higher self. Thus leading to the relationship that I ended up having with my younger self, my childhood self, to end up healing my childhood energies and the process that I went through with that. So we're going to talk about that for a little bit, and then I'm going to get up out of here, and then I'm going to start back, just going back to my regularly scheduled program until there's more information concerning the legal situation, okay? And I will definitely keep you guys posted. So we want to give Ashe to the Divine Infinite All. We would like to give Ashe to our Oris that are in the upright that come across this video. We would like to give Ashe to our most beautiful and precious Santissima Morte. We would also like to give Ashe to all of our ancestors, angels, and guides, ascended masters, elder spirits, known and unknown, that mean us well. We give Ashe to the netters. We give Ashe to the Egyptian gods and goddesses. And we also would like to give ashe to every deity that has love for us, that helps us along the way. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Hey. Okay, so I do want to point out that the volcano eruption is a sign of the volcano eruptions that are going on. That's a sign of judgment. I want to point that out. Okay, and that is a sacred event. Even if you go watch the newscast, like the lady was like, this is a sacred event. It is a sacred event. This is literally the earth responding to the judgment that happened here in the spirit realm just recently, okay? And this judgment is now playing out upon the earth. So that's why you guys will see a lot of situations kind of similar to mine happening. And then also you guys can feel the intensity of the energies because there is a great judgment that is happening, okay? And then Papa Legba said that there will be no tolerance of disrespect of the sacred spirits and elder spirits anymore, like in this reality, period. Like, they're not having it no more. Ancestors, angels, and guides, they're not playing. Anybody coming with them with disrespect or talking shit on them, they like, you won't even be able to speak negatively on these energies. I'm talking about the elementals and the elders. So anybody coming to, try to attack the spirits directly or talk shit on them directly, like, it's a zero. It's not happening. Okay. And then also I got the download that there's going to be a death announcement. Okay. So this could be, personal, or it could be like a major person worldwide or whatever. But I kind of feel like this is going to be in a personal situation that somebody is going to actually cross over, but it is because of the disrespect of the elders and the chosen ones. All right. So they're definitely going to pass over, and it's going to be like soon. And I'm hearing like 48 to 72 hours. Okay, so if that's you, my condolences in advance if you care about that person. But more than likely, it's going to be somebody who was just a filthy person that disrespected humanity, that disrespected the spirits and stuff like that. So it's not going to be someone that you would even give a fuck about. But if it is, I apologize, because spirit can be kind of random with that, okay? And then he wanted me to point out when he said kicking the door, waving the fofo in that Papa Legba video, the recent one where he had the downloads, right? He wanted me to point out that the name of that song was I Love It When You Call Me Big Papa. So he wanted to like make that correlation so that you guys would know that that message was really from him. Okay. And then he wants the chosen ones, this is direct from spirit, to hold on to your visions, okay, and never step off the road that you are on. You have to learn to let things go. People, places, and things. The spirit is not going to stop preaching. And when I'm telling you, when I feel comfortable enough to share the information that I received from this federal law enforcement, you're going to see why it's important for you to change people, places, and things. Okay? You're going to see why it's important for you to change people, places, and things, because these people will be setting you up for like all kinds of crazy shit. All kinds of crazy shit. You have to come out from among them. You have to remove yourself from negative energies, okay? The name of the game is save yourself. You have to heal your inner child. So in the experience that I just had with my inner child, it literally was like my grown self becoming superhero, hero, Heru, the Christ-like energy, savior of my younger self. And that's literally what you're supposed to be doing while you're here. You have to save yourself. And when they said save yourself, I didn't really take it seriously because, I took it seriously, but I didn't know that they meant save you like your inner child and shit like that. I didn't know that they meant that because I've been preaching to you all saving yourself and putting yourself first and following your Ori and following your own destined path yourself for a very, very long time. But now that I've actually walked through the experience, you have to go back and save that inner child and heal that inner child. You have to go back, and that's what's going to make you holy. Okay, so all of the trauma, all of the pain, all of the shit that you went through, it's going to like heal you. That's going to make you holy. It's going to put those broken pieces of you back together. All that pain, all that trauma that you went through. So it is necessary. Okay, and the reason why you can't stray from your path is because you never know what you're going to discover at the end of that shit. Just by following your path and following your intuition and stuff like that. Like, you never know what you're going to find at the end of that shit. I've been on this path for a very long time, and it just surprise after surprise after surprise after surprise. Granted, all of this shit is actually bittersweet that happens here along this path is bittersweet. It'd be traumatic shit, and then there's also blessings with it. So it's like, you may not be able to like jump up and down and flip and all that other shit when the good stuff does come to you, because you are going to go through some hellified traumatic shit when it comes to your shadow work and your inner child and healing yourself. Okay. So, They want me to speak about the importance of the Ori being in the driver's seat. Well, we already know that your higher self should be in control of your body, which is the vessel, okay? And if your higher self is not control of your body, that means you are a non-active player, and therefore you would easily become more possessed and things like that of negative, low vibrational energies, or those type of energies would be able to attach to you because your higher self, which is the God in you, that Christ energy in you, is not sitting in the seat, okay? So, now we're going to go through the process that I just went through with myself here. Like throughout my journey, they had me to sit down and I wrote down 9 steps or whatever, to what my personal walk is on this journey and what I've done. So of course here, if y'all are new, y'all already know, I don't get you to follow me. Okay. I help connect you to your higher self, and then you don't need me anymore. Once you connect to your higher self, you're on your path, you're on your journey. You don't need me anymore. Okay. So this is just my personal, how I've done what I've done and made it this far from all this death magic, death rituals, everything that ever fucking happened to me in my life, apparently. Just sticking to this path has helped me survive. So first, of course, you're going to have your soul awakening, where you're awakening. You're beginning to fall from the matrix. You're beginning to see the actual reality and the lies and the programs that they have, like the working program and all the different programs that you can get caught up into the matrix system. Okay. And once you wake up, then there's like an all systems check within your body, right? So that's when your higher self, your ancestors, angels, and guides, or whatever, they're going to be checking you to see which gifts you have that are working. Okay, so like how I was able to see the spirits, hear the spirits, and all that other shit. So it's an all systems check kind of deal. So if you have dreams, then the spirit will start to give you dreams, and they'll see, are you getting the messages during the dreams? Are you like able to decipher what it is that they're trying to give you during the dreams? However you can do it, kind of like when the spirits come and stand in front of me. They're trying to see, can I see them with my eyes? Can I hear them with my ears? Can I feel them when they come in the room? They're checking all of your supernatural gifts, the gifts that God had given into you, to see if they work. And there's a reason why they do that, okay? Because they want to make sure that you can communicate. Now, everybody has different gifts as far as communication, okay? Everybody has different gifts as far as communication. So I may be able to hear the spirits. You may be able to see the spirits. You may have dreams. And the Bible even speaks of this too, when it says, I have given some of them dreams and some of them visions and some of them, the gift of prophecy. You get me? Right. So they're going to be checking to see what personally gifts the divine give you for your personal path, and then how well they work. So that's when you might start seeing supernatural stuff happen around you, or hearing your name being called when people are not in the room. That's simply the spirit seeing if you can hear them. And now if you don't sit there and have a conversation with them, it doesn't mean that you can't hear them. If you heard the spirit call your name and then you turned your head, right? They noted that. Even if you didn't respond like, that was strange, you still passed your test, because it was like, okay, there was a spirit there that's seeing, okay, I called their name. They didn't see me, but they actually did respond physically with their body, their head turned towards the voice. They got scared or whatever, or they didn't, And then this also comes in line with your Ori coming in. So once your all system check is done, then you'll start to get directions from your higher self. And that'll be that little voice that tells you turn left or turn right, or don't mess with that person, or that person jealous of you, even though you don't have any actual proof of that person being jealous. You can just feel it inside of you or whatever. That's your Ori. And then your Ori is then going to check, right, to see if you're following directions and pay attention to what it's telling you to do. So every time you miss, every time you do not listen to that voice, then something bad happens. Like if something tells you to turn left, it's blindly, you don't know where you're hearing that voice from. Something's telling you to turn left, but instead you go right. And then when you turn right, you either get pulled over by the police, or there's a car accident and now you're going to be 30 minutes late for work. And then you're like, fuck, something told me I should go left. That is your higher self speaking to you. Okay. Or somebody you hear that voice to tell you don't fuck with that person. And then you go fucking with that person. Right. And then something happens, something bad happens, and then you're like, something fucking told me don't fuck with this person. I did not listen. That is your higher self. And every time you do not pay attention to that voice, your higher self then has to go back to the elder council, the spirits, whoever your elders are, your ancestors are. And then they have to go and say, yeah, I told that person to go left, but they didn't listen. Right. And then they're telling the elder spirit, they got to report back. They're telling the elder spirits that's confirmation. They're telling the elder spirits or your ancestors or whoever your personal spirit team is that that part, you're not working. It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. They're not listening to me. So the more that you listen, then the more that the higher self can speak to you and guide you, right? So they have to check to make sure that that's really working with you. And then once that happens, the Ori can then take the seat, right? So if the Ori is telling you to go left and you go right, then that means the Ori does not have control of the driver's seat. It does not have control of the body. Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm sure you do. Okay. But once your Ori start to tell you to go left and then you're going left, then that means, okay, everything works. Now they do the all system check. And I'm going to give you this example simply because this is the example that I give everybody, right? Y'all already know how I describe it unless you're new here. The earth is the chessboard. You are the chess piece, meaning you're the avatar. And your higher self, which is the God in you, the keeper of your destiny, is going to be the hand that moves the chess piece, right? So if we're thinking about a factory, say like a gaming factory or something like that, they're going to do an all systems check. They're going to see this everything, every part and piece of this device or this here game system, does it work? And if it does not work, then they throw you away because you're a dud, which means you're going to die. I hate to put it that way, but that's how this works in this reality too. Okay, so if your shit don't work, then you're useless to the divine infinite all to carry out your divine mission or whatever it is that they have for you. So in those cases, when you don't allow your higher self to take the seat, in those cases, then you end up becoming a dud and your life ends up being shortened, or you'll get possessed and you'll end up being used by, another person. You'll become a non-active player. Like you're not making decisions. Your avatar is not, your higher self is not in control of the avatar. Okay. So first thing that happened, okay, I said was the soul awakening, then the all systems check, and then that spiritual communication with your higher self to make sure that you are allowing your higher self, the Christ in you, the God in you, to lead you along your path. Okay. Then after that is your ethereal connection. Okay. After you've connected and you've passed all your all systems checks, everything worked. You ain't got no check engine light on or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everything works. Then you'll start to be able to communicate with your ancestors, your angels, your guides, and you'll be able to identify your Ori. Like you'll be able to get like your higher self's name and all that other shit. Okay, and I just like to point out to the tribe, the whole, right? Okay, so remember I told y'all that I asked the spirit, was my real name Asha? And they said no, but it starts with an A. And then I found myself on that poster, and the girl's name is Alicia, right? If you take the L and the I out, what does that spell? You just got to remove the lie, y'all. Come on now, tribe. You just got to remove the lie. If you take the L and the I out of Alicia, what does that spell? That's Asha. I just want to point that out. All right. But then you'll be able to identify your higher self's name, and then there'll be communication with your higher self's name. And then after that has been established, then the spirit will take you into spiritual seclusion and you'll be deprogrammed and reprogrammed. Meaning whatever the fuck they taught you through religion or whatever, it'll be taken out. They know what to give you to keep, which is how I'm still able to like rightfully divide the word of truth using the Bible and still teach you guys effectively, even though I'm not a Christian. They're going to deprogram you and reprogram you, and they're going to leave in what needs to be left in, and they're going to take out what needs to be taken out. And then they're going to upload all the information that you need to know. Okay. From that point on. And then you'll be able to identify your soul path, what path you're supposed to be doing, the walk you're supposed to be taking. Some people have one path. Some people have multiple paths that they'll be taking throughout their lives, but nobody has the same path. Nobody, unless it's your divine counterpart, like your soulmate. That's it. Nobody has the same path. You cannot fight for someone else's path if their path is better than yours. It's already predestined along the way. Now, you can make shit happen because you are the God in you. You can manifest and you can rearrange. If you don't like something along your path, you can change it yourself because you are walking as God once your Ori has sat in the seat. Okay? But you cannot fight for this. If somebody got a better path than you, hey, you better tap into your power and then create something new for you because you are the master of your creation. But you can't steal anyone's divine soul path. And I think I need to make that absolutely clear. So we did do the universal laws. The next thing that I will be teaching you guys is how to identify a soul path that you can connect with the God within you. Because everybody doesn't have the same and everybody doesn't connect the same. There's even people that have the soul path of art to where they draw or they sing or they go into nature. Everybody has a different way to connect to God. And I feel like people wouldn't be fighting over people's soul path, trying to murder them and take their destiny and shit if they could simply identify their own path. So I decided I'm going to help you guys out. So that'll be the next series, just like we did the universal laws. I came with one law a day and then I gave spirit messages and downloads. I will be doing that maybe with just 9 of them. There's more than 9 spiritual paths. Okay, guys? There's definitely more than 9, but I'm just going to give you the example of 9 spiritual paths. And then you guys can try to help identify which best way that you connect with your soul individually. Okay. And then after you identify your soul path, then you're going to do some learning. Okay. You're going to do some learning. You're going to do some tests. You're going to do some spiritual work, some shadow work. You're going to go in, you're going to heal, you're going to have to learn, you're going to have to study, you're going to do some shadow work. And this doesn't mean that you're going to get information all the way from like the internet or books or anything like that, because if you have been following me for a long time, y'all know that's not even how I roll. I go within, I offer my spirits, they come in, they give me conversation, and that's how I communicate. But again, everybody communicates differently. So this does not necessarily mean that you need to go look at a book, because once you get your ethereal connection, the wisdom is going to come to you, however spiritually that you're gifted to receive the information. Okay. Once you get the connection. Okay. And then after you've done your shadow work and your test and your learning, then comes the spiritual exam, the finals. Okay. So they're not going to test you on situations, circumstances that you are supposed to learn from. They're going to test you. Okay, so they might throw some rush of shit back to you, say like you always had abusive lovers or whatever, and you want to break that soul path, you want to break that cycle. Then of course you know that they're gonna throw some abusive ass lover that's hella fine, tempting like a motherfucker, got money, nice to you on certain things, do certain things that you like, but still beat your ass. And the spirit is going to see if you've learned your lesson. Are you going to accept this because this person gives you money, because they spoil you and you don't want to be alone and they beat your ass? Like, they're going to put you in certain life situations and circumstances with your spiritual exams that you should have learned from. And then once you pass those tests, my brother, my sister, your Ori gets permission to then take control of the body. And then you become an active player. You're no longer at risk for being possessed by any demonic entities, demonic spirits, or negative vibrations. You'll be able to always regulate your shit because your higher self will now be able to take the seat. And at this point, it is absolutely impossible to murder you. Once your divine, infinite self has taken the seat of the body, nobody can murder you. Now, they can harm your physical body, but it really doesn't matter because you're immortal. But you'll have that protection because you've done all the work, so they won't be able to hurt your physical body. And if they should have done that in any type of way, you'll get you another body real quick. You already exist. You've already done the work. So you could just, okay, so nigga, you thought you was finna kill me? I'm gonna hop right back into a body, bitch, and get your ass. Like, it's just how it works. But anyways, after you've done that, your divine soul takes the seat. And then you start to walk on your divine soul's mission, your soul path. At this point, you're unfuckwittable. At this point, you are unfuckwittable unless you step off your path. Because if you step off your path, you're stepping off of your protection. You're stepping off of what you were created here to do here in this earth realm, okay? So you have to be really, really careful with that. And then the 9th step with that, like I said, is immortality. Immortality. Death cannot hold you. At this point, like, you can hop into whatever vessel you want to. At that point, if you're in a human vessel, this is why people should leave people the fuck alone. Because once they do this, they become really, really fucking powerful. Once that happens, if somebody was to fuck with you, you would at that point, because you are now connected to the divine infinite all, you are walking as a Christ energy, as a guide. If somebody fuck with you, you can literally just with your mouth, you don't need an herb, you don't need to light a candle, you do not need witchcraft. You can literally just rip somebody up out they fucking shit if they fucking with you. And they'll be in those type of situations. And if you're new here, I understand that this could be quite afraid or frightening to you if you're not really understanding what's going on here. We are the ancient gods and we have now returned. That's what's going on here. So if you don't start none, it won't be none. No disrespect of the sacred spirits will be allowed from this point on. So I really feel like, just leave people alone. Let them walk their divine path and everything will be all right. And you don't have to be afraid of anyone that has these type of powers or whatever. All you got to do is be kind in the likeness of strangers, because you could be entertaining angels unaware. And when I say angels, I'm talking about, Anunnaki. Jesus, if you're new here and you're a Christian, because I know I got a lot of followers from, just the situation with me being kidnapped. Listen, Jesus was a fucking Anunnaki, period. Hybrid, half human, half God. It's just that simple. Okay. So, yeah. And then they wanted me to talk about the crowns in heaven, and I'm just going to kind of leave it alone. So there is a scripture that talks about the crowns in heaven, all right? And they're not physical crowns like we would think that these are crowns. These are actual, like, certain levels of an ori. And I'm going to explain to you the crowns in heaven, right? And this would also kind of like explain, I guess, maybe schizophrenia if it wasn't dealt with right. Like if your higher self didn't have the seat and you didn't know how to do it. Because if you all are new here, I do hear spirits, I hear voices, but it makes me a lot of money. Okay? It makes me lots of money. Not lots and lots of money, but enough to survive with 3 kids on my own and be comfortable and not feel like, struggle, So first there was, of course, this Alicia girl here, but I didn't know her because I didn't grow up as her. Then there was Edie. I had to master her. That would be like a head, like that would be who's in the driver's seat, right? And then from Edie, there was Asha, which was me tapping into my all systems check and ethereal connection, okay? And then from Asha, there was Bela or Israel, which means beautiful light of Israel. The beautiful light is real, okay? And that literally means beautiful light. And then from Bela Ora, we have Mama Omega. And then from Mama Omega, we have Madre Omega Ashava Ishtar. And that's the most high honorable judge, Madre Omega Ashava Ishtar. Okay, so those are the crowns. So there's several different heads there. You get me? But it's different levels and capacities, and they each hold a different level of power and all that other shit. Those are the crowns. So if I was, in the spirit realm, and you seen me, which y'all are going to be able to see, because I told y'all the veil would be so thin that you would be able to see the demons on people. You'd be able to see if somebody's a reptilian or a clone or whatever. You're going to be able to look at them and see that. You will be able to see how many crowns was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got to count everybody. And those would be the crowns that I would hold, okay? My different heads, which would be, what is my head? My ori. Different levels of my higher self. And I had to master each one of those higher selves to get to this point. And Madre Omega Ashava Ishtar is actually in physical reality and in spiritual reality, a judge, a high court judge of the underworld and a high court judge of the heavens and everything in between, which is how I would be able to solve all these cases. Okay? Spiritually and physically. It's just because of the crowns that you have. So if you are someone that has what would be considered, I don't know. I feel like it's considered that if you're not mastering yourself, if you don't have any control over your mind, if you don't have control over your mind, that's what I would say, like schizophrenia or whatever, because it's like people who hear voices, but that's not what it is. Because there was a scripture where this guy in the Bible had all these spirits or whatever within them, except he didn't have control over his mind. And then that person that did have control over their mind, which would have been that Christos energy, that Christ-like energy, came and then was like, fuck it, you can't master it. We just got to get this energy up out of you. And they cast them into the pigs. The pigs go over the mountain, and kill themselves, basically. But it's not schizophrenia at all. It's like you need to control your mind. And then you need to know the voice of your inner self. You need to know the voice of your higher self, especially if you're someone who is a medium. If you hear voices and schizophrenic and shit like that, you may be a medium, period. You can just hear into the other realms. But it has been like, I don't want to say like criminalized or whatever, but if people will say that you're crazy if you hear shit like that or whatever. But as long as you know the voice of your higher self and the voice and the difference between the voice of the different spirits, I mean, you're not afraid of it, then you'll be able to regulate the shit, period. My spirits have never been wrong. They've never been wrong. Never. And can't nobody see him but me. And can't nobody hear him but me. My higher self has never been wrong. And y'all know I've been doing this for years, unless you guys do not know me. I've been doing this for years, and I just want to point out, like I said, this situation here is not the only case that I've been able to deal with. My own situation here with the murder plot and all that shit is not the only other case that I've been able to deal with. I've done this before. All right? So I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. But I hope these messages here, they help you as far as like where you are on your spiritual path, or maybe like identifying where you are, or maybe what you need to do, the steps that you need to do to like get to a point to where you're blindly following your intuition. You're able to discern spirits. You are following your gifts. When you get a dream, you're not like, oh my God, I think that was just a dream. Like women's intuition, when you have an intuition, a dream that your man cheating on you, not like, oh, that was just a dream. That was just a dream. Don't you let that nigga tell you, okay? Don't you let him tell you that was just a dream, because it was not. That was your ancestors telling you that this nigga is cheating on you. Follow your intuition, okay? And then vice versa for guys or whatever, okay? So I am going to come back. I just want to give you guys updates and let you guys know that there is an investigation, a federal investigation going on into what I'm saying here in these videos and what's been going on with me and this family and my ex-husband and his new wife and all that other stuff. And then also to let you guys know that I am available for your readings. I'm going to be doing a special. I'm just going to cut everything half off because I don't know if I'm even going to be doing readings anymore after this. I kind of want to switch my shit up, honestly, because I don't need to be doing no readings. I need to be out here trying to give people some justice and, you know, solve these people's missing children cases and they murder cases and all that shit, because obviously I'm qualified. I've done it multiple times already. I just have not put myself in a position to say that this is what I do. So I'm probably just going to put my readings on sale. If you guys would like to get a reading for $50 for the rest of the year, you guys. $50 for the rest of the year, and then we're going to shift this shit. We're going to shift it to what I really need to be doing, which is bringing justice to some of these unsolved crimes and shit like that. Because I obviously can speak to the dead. We have proof of that. And we do have proof that through me speaking to the dead, there was a body found from this situation. And these people were able to get peace and justice for their loved one. So this is what I'm deciding that I'm going to be doing. So I'm not sure if I will continue on personal readings, because honestly, you guys, I don't know if I really like that shit. Okay? I don't know if I really like that shit. Okay? But I'm going to do it and I'm going to offer it. And then we'll see what my higher self and the divine infinite all has me doing as far as wanting to help to bring justice to these people that have been, you know, kidnapped, murdered, and things of those nature, raped or whatever crime situation going on. And criminals, if you're watching my channel, you don't have shit to worry about. Just don't be doing shit. And I want you to know that shit too. Motherfuckers will straight up try to kill you when you are psychic and you're able to see what they have done behind closed doors, because they know that you know. Okay? But like I said, if you don't steer from your path or whatever, then you have nothing to worry about. These people will not be able to hurt you. They won't be able to do shit to you at all. You'll see the shit that they planning to do to you before it even happens to you, and then you just call their ass out on it, and they got to come up with a whole nother plan. Okay? He said, what is this? Let me look at y'all comments. He said, Truth Gang, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button, you guys. I appreciate it. You said there are no lies here. Ashe. Always be truthful, you guys. Always stand in your truth. Always tell the truth. Always tell the truth. Because I'm telling you something. If I had something to hide when I was contacted by federal law enforcement, I would have been scared in a motherfucker. Because the shit that they were saying, buddy, the shit that they were saying, like, yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna let you guys know all of that. I just have to let the situation, work itself out. And then I'm going to show you guys exactly, and everything's going to come full circle with my psychic predictions and everything. Everything's going to come full circle. This one fucking letter that I received, okay? It is going to prove everything that I've been saying. But like I said, I want this situation to be to a close, and everything is what it is. And then I'm going to definitely bring this shit to the tribe, because I don't want to bring any negative energy towards it or whatever. But your girl is innocent and free. I'm going to put it like that. And that's already been proven. All right, so what else do we got here? The goddess is correct. Ashe, 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 gang, gang. Shantae says, yes. Hey, girl. You said that is such a great idea, crime solver, and I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm going to be a psychic investigator. I mean, technically, I'm already one, because I've been doing this shit for the past year or two, like solving my crimes, other motherfuckers' crimes already. I've already been doing this shit. I just don't get the credit that I deserve. Other than the people that did find the body, just them being able to have that closure, and this girl was so in love with this person. She's supposed to marry this guy or something like that, and he came up murdered, and her heart was broken just to give her that closure. And she said she already knew that he was gone, you know? That was something that was even more rewarding than, the payment that I received for it, because I believe I only got paid $75 for that, because it started off just as a reading to see if he was alive or if he was okay. So I was willing to help her through that or whatever, and just to give her that peace, and then give his family that peace. And she brought his whole family, like, wow. And the body was found exactly where the fuck I said it was going to be, and everything behind the shed. The number I gave, it was like the next number. Like when she looked up the number that I gave, I could only see a certain number. The number that I gave, the body was right there. Like it was like on the building or something, right next to it or something. And just with all the clues that I was able to give her, she was able to find her fiance's body and bring his family some peace. So 2023, I don't know if I'm going to be doing personal readings. So if you guys would like to get a reading, instead of $100, we're going to take it down to $50. because this might be the last time y'all have an opportunity to get a reading from me. I'm gonna be doing something else. Unless you have an actual situation with a kidnapped child or a murder or something like that, then I will do the reading. But other than that, I'm not just gonna be like, girl, is he cheating on me, bitch? I don't care. Okay, I don't care if your nigga's cheating on you. I'm just gonna put it like that. So I am available for your readings if you guys would like a reading. I will come back later with some messages. If you guys don't, then I'll just get back into spirit and see what I can, gather for the tribe as far as like downloads and information. But I love you guys so much. I thank you guys for all the love, loyalty, and support. Please hit the like button for the girl. I will be back this evening. And again, hit me up if you like a reading. Gang, 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 gang. And I'm out this bitch.